Hi. So it's Sunday morning, and I am standing in front of a great big dragon and a horse on my horse, getting ready to ride in the Gran Fondo, put on by Velosports and Bike Tech. So it's an absolutely gorgeous day. I don't know if you can see over on the beach the sun coming up there. Let's see if I can zoom in a little for you. I guess I can't zoom in that, but look at that sunrise. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's I don't know, 71 degrees or so, and I'm riding in a pace group that's 24 plus. We're riding from here, I don't know what this place is called, but just south of Hollywood, Florida, and we're riding up to Boca, turning around and kind of coming down, mostly down A1A, and then a little bit on US 1 after we get to 17th Street. Yeah, so it's, I don't know, roughly 70 miles round trip, and we've got gorgeous weather. It's a little windy. The wind's blowing off the ocean right now, probably 10 miles an hour, so we'll have a cross breeze the entire way. But we're coming back and finishing by this, so it'll be a lot of fun. So one of the somewhat unique things about this ride is that all of the different pace groups are led by state troopers. So we literally have a group of like 25 police that their job is to stop the traffic for us, and they kind of pace us around the course. So that way we don't have to worry about traffic. They've got the traffic blocked. They run their sirens and do whatever they do to stop intersections and just let us roll. So that beats having cops stationed throughout the route where they're not really paying attention. They're taking a nap in their car or whatever. This way, they're right with us the entire way, and they control the traffic as we roll. So it's going to be an exciting day, and it sure is great that we have both men and women from the Florida Highway Patrol that are taking the time. Obviously, they get paid overtime to do this, but taking the time to come out and help us and let us have some fun on the bikes. So thanks to those guys, and we really appreciate everything that you do for us day in and day out. All right, so we finished the ride. The group that I started with literally left the gate going 30 to 32 miles an hour. So I stuck with them for the first, I don't know, a couple of miles. I made it to the traffic circle at Hollywood Beach Boulevard, and shortly after that I kind of dropped back just a little bit, but it was enough that at the next light we got stuck at the light, and we weren't with the escort anymore, so we got stuck there and had to deal with waiting. So there were about 15 of us that ended up riding the rest of the way together. It was a hellishly windy day. The wind was coming off the ocean, but it was a little bit off, like on our nose, heading up, and then heading back down. We had a little bit of a tailwind, but it wasn't really enough to feel it. And there's areas where you're riding through the beach and the wind gets trapped between the buildings and just kind of funnels and bounces off, and it gets freaking nuts. But we, I think my average overall was only like, I don't know, 20. But there were sections there where we were, like I said, when we started, we were going over 30. We kind of averaged probably, 25 the whole way up. And we're down to like 18 for a few miles, and then we're back up to 25 most of the way back. When we got to 17th Street Causeway, there were probably, I don't know, 100 plus of us in this peloton. And the causeway, the drawbridge was up. So we got stuck at the drawbridge and had to wait for it to go up and for all the traffic. And so the entire group split up at that point. So most of us rode back in very small groups, or I spent several miles just by myself riding down A1A until we got back to the park here. So you can see it's pretty festive. They got a lot of stuff going on. They got food for us. They got some pictures. They got, I don't know, all kinds of vendors here. And yeah, it's a pretty good event. So I don't know how many people were here. My guess is probably 1,500 total. And so it was a good ride with some really strong people. And this format where we have police escorts blocking the traffic so you don't really have to stop at lights as long as you don't get dropped, is a much better format. And obviously starting in pace groups, so you have group starts, is much more favorable to just, start anytime between 7 and 10. It keeps the groups together. It gives you, it lets you meet people, and people who are going to ride about the same pace as you. And so you can hook up with people from the very beginning, start riding, and have a good time. So hopefully you had a chance to get out and enjoy your ride today. I know that I certainly did, and today was absolutely awesome. So